The Hardys are in a dismay. I know it's getting more sunny outside. It's getting less chilly. But it's a little cold. You got to put on the little hoodie on. You heard me? I'm feeling like a boogie with the hoodie. I got to put it back on. But what's happening? BKB's out. Fucked up my head there. But we at the top. The Hardys are in disarray. They in disarray. They don't know what to do with themselves. They looking for cover. They diving. You know, saying they flying. But apparently, Megan Thee Stallion exposes Klay Thompson for cheating allegations. Yes. We thought you was gonna wife that nigga. You was making the songs talking about my man. Off some lotto now-ish. And it looks like Klay Thompson. Hey, they do call his ass a splash brother now. So if you didn't think he was gonna splash into some more pussy, hey, listen, baby girl. I'm sorry to tell you. Now, again, I'm not sitting here trying to say that if the right woman comes along, men cannot change their ways and be stand-up dudes and be a one-woman type of man. But even with that being said, you thought him being called the Splash Brother was just on the basketball court? Oh, no, baby. Yeah. It was what it was. Again, y'all could have been busy. Frustrations, the fact that he's not really on Golden State no more. I'm not saying he's not happy being a Dallas Maverick, but clearly, if he could pick, and Golden State would have paid him the money and kept him on the team, he would have been happy as hell to be with his brother, his splash brother, cohort, Steph Curry. Now, Steph Curry, he figured it out. He's a happily married man, and he's doing his thing. But Klay was out here. We thought maybe, hey, he was going to tame the Stallion. But it turns out the Stallion, with them big old hoofs, could not build a foundation with Klay Thompson, you know. It was what it was. Now, all my jokes aside, we're here to get into it. I do feel bad for Meg, especially with all the shooting stuff that was happening. And my only thing with Meg is she took a step back from music. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say she only has to make music. She could have went into fashion, even makeup, stuff like that. Because, again, a very pretty girl doing her thing. You know, even acting more, you know what I'm saying? But even with that being said, it was I feel like she did take a little bit of a dip. And again, we do see sometimes when you're in the honeymoon phase in a relationship, it's like, oh, you like being around them, you like spending all your time with that person. That's perfectly fine. I understand that. But at the same time as well, it's also, you was taking a step back, like, motherfuckers wanting music. See, the reason why, like, certain niggas like the Joe Buddens, academic shit, even myself, now sometimes they do too much when they hate. But, like, we don't, people might not put Meg in them conversations as one of the best, newest MCs, is because as much as we hate Nicki, we not gonna act like Nicki can't bar a motherfucker to death. We seen Remy Ma do it where even when she was going back at Papoose and fucking Clarissa, she was like, there's times Meg just relies on the sexuality bars, which is perfectly fine. Lotto, you could even put in that, but at least Lotto gives those bars here and there. There's times Meg, I'm like, you got to do more. Like that lukewarm, you ain't did enough, in my opinion. Now again, I could be wrong, but even with that being said, I feel like her taking that step back musically is like, the other girls did their thing. So if we really trying to have a conversation, yeah, you dipping more down the list because it's like, what you really put out? Yeah, really did nothing. You know what I'm saying? And again, I know you're going through the cold cases with Milagro, like you got other shit going on. But even with that Tory shit, that wasn't stopping you from putting out music. So it's like, what we doing now? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I look at you. But let's get into it. What's she exposing about? So, Megan Klay Thompson told her he doesn't think he can be monogamous anymore, calling out horrible mood swings. Again, I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't be surprised that basketball shit isn't part of it, because, anyways, Megan Thee Stallion has it all. A huge hip-hop career. I wouldn't say that, but proceed. A loving fan base, many business opportunities, and a fulfilling life to be grateful for. And you know, also, I'll say this at the end, actually, but she recently announced she lost a big part of her past here. Her boyfriend, Klay Thompson, the Houston hottie took to Instagram story as caught by whatever outlet on Twitter to accuse the Dallas Maverick of cheating on her. Cheating had me around your whole family playing house, she wrote. Got cold feet holding you down through all of your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season. Now you don't know if you can be monogamous. Bit, I need a real break after this one. Bye, y'all. Also, Megan issued a statement to TMZ about their breakup via. You know what's funny? I also did a video about niggas chilling on that type of shit, and now this came out. That's crazy. But Via her representation, I made the decision to end my relationship with Klay Thompson. She expressed trust, fidelity, and respect are non-negotiables for me in a relationship. And when those values are compromised, there is no real path forward. I'm taking this time to prioritize myself and move ahead with peace and clarity. We'll see if either party has anything else to say about this in the near future. And this is where I feel bad. Like, again, if you really want to pick up, like, what's it called, the viewpoints, they started dating around, like, what, July of 2025. The public debut just days after Meg and Thompson's foundation gala. So they was doing their thing. Apparently, there were rumors, again, that they did break up before. I think I did a video on one of those rumors as well. And I feel like at some point, Klay Thompson will respond. But this is where I feel bad for Meg. As we've seen, especially during the Tory Lanez shooting trial, like, Meg lost both her parents, her grandparents. I think she might be the only child. Like, she got, like, certain friends she had to cut off. Like, her friend Kelsey, that was, like, her bestie. Certain motherfuckers she had to cut off. Maybe some of her industry friends, like the baby or whoever else, she had to cut off because niggas wasn't fucking with her. And it just gets to the point where it's like, I feel like she lost herself in the relationship. And again, I don't know this woman. I ain't trying to disrespect. But I feel like you was doing a lot that you lost a piece of yourself. She did say in the post that she feels like she wasted a year. I feel like she should have just really sat down. And I'm not going to say she didn't put in no work or start no businesses or whatever. But I do feel like she should have really just did her thing. Because it got to the point, the way she was even in the Partisan Fontaine fucking relationship. She was posting so much shit, being lovey-dovey and all this shit. And it's like, it's cool. We like to see her healing and they're happy, especially from the Tory situation. But even with that being said, I feel like it's too much and maybe you should keep this shit more private. And she did it again, posting a relationship, doing this and that and the third. I'm not saying niggas ain't going to record you because if you out and about, but even still, just doing too much. And she should have just sat down, enjoyed the relationship, and we'll see where this shit goes. And I feel like she just really got to sit down, knuckle down, like, get into her career. Like, I know she looking for love and support and all that. And again, she will get that. But maybe not right now. And instead of, like, diving head first in some of these relationships and doing too much in the beginning, maybe be more of a slow bird. Now, it might be harder for people. Maybe some people are more lover boys and lover girls. But even still. Also, I feel like it's different compared to a regular person and people that have money. Because shit that, like, we looking at, to them, that's just nothing. That's just a drop in the bucket. Now, if a motherfucker, like, regular people like me and you who's watching this or did that, we would be like, yo, I really like your ass. To them, that's just some everyday type of shit. That's calm. So again, we will see what's going on. I hope Meg is good. Sorry, because there's someone called Megan Good, so I hope Megan's good. That made me laugh. I'm like, how the fuck I say that shit with a straight face? But I hope Megan Stallion does heal. I hope she is fine. I hope, again, whatever she's searching for, she gets, and she truly does get the love she deserves. Just next time, keep this shit more on the low. Klay Thompson, hey, listen, no shade. That one time I see Klay Thompson on the yacht with all them baddies, Meg, I could have told you what it was with that nigga. I could have told you what it was with that nigga. So we gonna wait for Klay's response. We're gonna talk about Klay's response when he says some shit. Yeah, Meg, it is what it is. It really is what it is, bro. Like, it's just one of them things it is. Next relationship, just be more low-key with it. That's really all you gotta do, in my opinion. I feel like, at least if bullshit happens like this, we won't know nothing about it. We'll be none the wiser. You know, you can use that in your music, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, what do y'all think about this? Y'all already know what it is. Friendly Neighborhood K.A. signing off for today. Black TJ Dick Wilder doing this thing. My name ring bells like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe, and hype. You try and hit a little bit more, you heard me. And I'm gone. Slimes on peace, y'all else, gang. Aye.